Sawadee Krap, I'm JP Mestanza. Welcome to this Tuesday, December 21st edition of Phuket Extra, brought to you by pvcphuket.com. The government announced today that mandatory quarantine measures for overseas visitors to Thailand will be reinstated due to concerns over the Omicron variant of the COVID-19 coronavirus. Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha, in a meeting with the Center for COVID-19 Situation Administration, the CCSA in Bangkok, confirmed the suspension of quarantine-free entry for overseas visitors as of today until January 4th, which is when officials will review the situation again. This means that registration for the Test and Go scheme, which allowed tourists from 67 approved countries to enter Phuket, will be scrapped. However, the Phuket Sandbox will continue, and any future arrivals can enter Thailand through this scheme. International arrivals to the kingdom who have already been approved to enter Thailand through the Test and Go scheme and Sandbox programs, which is about 90,000 people, will still be allowed to enter. But they would have to undergo 2 PCR tests in Thailand, one when they land and another on day 7 of their stay. Again, from today on, no tourists will be able to register through Test and Go quarantine-free entry. In fact, Sandbox programs nationwide, except for Phuket, are also being scrapped, according to officials, and visitors who do not enter through the Phuket Sandbox would have to undergo hotel quarantine between 7 to 10 days, depending on the country of origin and vaccination status. The news comes weeks after the country reopened to fully vaccinated tourists on November 1st, and just 1 day after the first and so far only local transmission of the Omicron variant was confirmed. Health officials say that the last group of previously approved arrivals via Test and Go and Sandbox would arrive on or before January 10. The Test and Go entry scheme applies to visitors from specific countries, while the Sandbox scheme is open to all visitors from abroad. What do you think about this? How does this affect you? Let us know in the comments below. Phuket residents will be the first in the country to receive a 4th COVID-19 vaccination injection, a second booster shot, as health officials roll out their extended campaign in the new year. The head of the Phuket Provincial Public Health Office announced the news today, saying that the push to continue with yet another round of vaccination aims to, quote, protect local residents from all forms of COVID-19. As of Tuesday, December 21st, 462,550 people have received 2 vaccine injections, and just over 264,000 in Phuket have received their 3rd dose booster shot. Dr. Kusak Kukiatikun of the PPHO said that the move is to, quote, protect Phuket people from variants brought into the country, and has cited falling case numbers on the island to show that the vaccine was working to bring COVID-19 under control in Phuket. But the push for a 4th vaccine shot, or second booster shot, flies in the face of comments made less than a week ago by renowned virologist and chief of the Center of Excellence in Clinical Virology at Chulalongkorn University, Dr. Yong Puvoravong, who said the 4th shot should be rolled out after scientists and doctors learn more about emerging variants of the virus, or when a new generation of vaccines are produced, and that inoculation should not be rushed to reduce risks. He suggested that people who paid for vaccines and booked appointments for a 4th vaccine shot should wait for now and receive a second booster at least 6 months after their first booster. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. The previous provincial order that allowed the sale and consumption of alcohol at venues across the island through the night of December 31st has been cancelled. Phuket Governor Narong Muncheo cancelled the order this morning, and it was announced through a notice posted by the Phuket Info Center on Facebook this afternoon. All food and beverage outlets that are permitted by license to usually sell alcohol until 11 p.m. are now allowed to sell and allow consumption of alcohol on premises until 1 a.m. only on January 1st, whereas the previous order stated until 6 a.m. No formal reason has been given for the abrupt about-face on the all-nighter previously allowed by the Phuket provincial government, but it does follow the rule change dictated by the Center for COVID-19 Situation Administration in Bangkok last Friday, stating that alcohol nationwide may be sold until 1 a.m. Previously, Phuket had been exempt from such orders, with the provincial governor permitted to make allowances and minor rule changes for the benefit and safety of the local Phuket population. Apparently, that is no longer the case. For more, visit thephuket.com.
Quality guaranteed since 2012. Call M Painting today.
Children between 5 and 11 years old are now allowed to be inoculated with the Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine after the Thai Food and Drug Administration gave the approval on Monday. Pfizer's Comirnaty vaccine became the first vaccine to be approved by Thailand's FDA for use in young children, although the dosage that kids between 5 and 11 would receive is smaller, about 10 micrograms. The Pfizer vaccine had previously been the only one approved by the Thai FDA for use in kids 12 and older. Thai FDA Deputy Secretary General said they based their decision on studies and data obtained from Indonesia, the Middle East, and South America. The news comes as health officials in Bangkok announced that Thailand has reached the targeted 100 million doses, which was an attempt to reduce the severity of infections and lower death rates. For more, visit thephuket.com. Phuket recorded 49 total COVID cases on Monday, which raises the total number for the island this month to 1,307 cases so far. There's been an average of 65 cases per day during December, with a death toll of 5. Phuket is currently on pace to have fewer number of cases in December compared with last month. Since the pandemic began, Phuket has recorded 19,341 COVID-19 cases with a death toll of 145. Thank you so much for joining us here on Phuket Extra, brought to you by pvcphuket.com. Join us again tomorrow on Wednesday. Until then, stay classy, Phuket.
Phuket's rapid modernization has made it one of the world's premier holiday destinations. Investors can still buy quality condominiums for as low as $75,000, and luxury properties can go all the way up to $20 million. Condominiums in Phuket are a safe, secure bricks-and-mortar investment offering foreigners freehold ownership. Call or email Thai Residential, Phuket's #1 trusted real estate advisor, to find your perfect Phuket property.